Hello and welcome back to DCS How to Fly, the series where I teach you the basics of certain aircraft in DCS 1.5. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the air-to-ground weapons for the SU-25. As with the A-10A, make sure you know what keys control the target designator, as we will need them for the next part of the video. And I would also recommend that you know the keys that control the movement for the ASP glass. To start off with, follow the standard startup, taxi and takeoff procedures we covered in the last video and climb to around 3 to 4 kilometers. We will first look at the laser guided missiles. These missiles must be on the two inboard pylons on either side of the fuselage for the laser guided systems to function. The targeting laser is activated with right shift and O and by pressing the 7 key to engage the air to ground mode. A pipper will appear on the bottom of the ASP glass and you can move the ASP glass up and down using the keys I talked about earlier. The colour of the reticle can also be changed with the control on H, but the reticle can be moved around once the laser is active using the target designator movement keys. There are various lights underneath the ASP glass. The two that we're going to be focusing on are the top left and top right. The top left indicates that the laser is active, a solid colour shows the laser is running, whilst a flashing light shows that the laser is in cooldown. The amount of time taken for the laser to cool down is determined by the amount of time the laser is used for. The laser can be turned off manually or it will switch itself off after a certain amount of time, but leaving the laser running will result in a longer cooldown. Once the light stops flashing, you can reactivate the laser and re-aim. The top right light shows that the current selected weapon is within firing range. This will work regardless of whether the selected weapon uses the laser designator for targeting or not. The reticle shown on the ASP glass also shows when the weapon is within firing range. The inner circle shows the distance to the target and the outer circle shows the distance from the target that the weapon can be fired from, almost like a targeting window. The missiles work best in a relatively steep dive. Whilst it gives less time to aim the missiles, it provides better accuracy in comparison to launching from a shallow attack. If, however, you are confined to a shallow dive, perhaps dodging SAMs or AAA, make sure to lead the target with the laser, else the missile will overshoot. Missiles are launched with the weapon fire key, but if you need to launch the missile at an extended range, that is, out of the firing window, you can use the launch override key. Next up, bombs. Bombs do not require the use of the laser, but you do need to be careful when dropping such ordnance. Climb to an altitude of 2 to 3 kilometers and dive on the target at a relatively steep angle, placing the pipette in front of the target. Once you are within range, the red light we mentioned earlier should come on and the pipper should move over the target. If it doesn't, reposition the aircraft so that the pipper is over the target. Prepare to drop, and when you are confident you have the target lined up, drop the bombs at a safe altitude and pull up immediately. Do not push the nose down, else you'll probably end up blowing yourself up. A bit like this. Like bombs, rockets are unguided, but like the gun, they rely on a point and shoot type system. Select the rockets you want to fire, single or pods, point the pipper at the target, wait for the red light and fire. Rockets do lose velocity quite quickly though, so they tend to fly with a curve, so leave the launch as late as you dare. Try to attack units head on in a convoy for the maximum effect. The cannon follows the same principle, point and shoot. Pay attention to where the pipper is on the ASP glass and allow the aircraft to position itself accordingly. Sharp inputs will throw the pipper off centre and make it harder to aim. And finally, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I just wanted to clear up that I will have a schedule for the remaining DCS videos, hopefully out on Twitter by the end of this week. I'm going to try and get this this over with as quickly as I can, wrap it up. DCS, I dare say, it is getting a bit tedious and a bit boring now. I want to move on to something else and play other games. So hopefully next time round, when I start a series, I will be playing Automobilista, AMS, Racing Simulator. I have already got an idea lined up. By the looks of things, I will be doing a full-length 14-round championship playthrough as Jody Scheckter in the 1975 Historical Edition mod. I have all of the tracks working in single player, so to speak. I just need to get them working with the AI, maybe change a couple of things around. There will be a full point scoring system. I'm going to base the system off of this one that was used in the 1975 season. So I look forward to making that. But if you haven't already followed me on Twitter, link is in the description below.